Okay guys, so we're back at our easel now. We were talking about doing a background here. I'm going to try and bust down a quick background here to show you guys, how easy that this is and that you really don't have to sweat getting this background correct, okay? So I had this paint out earlier for something different I was doing, might as well use it up. But it's essentially white, black, a little bit of brown, blue, yellow, gold, orange, and a couple of different colors of magenta. I'm probably not going to use the magenta or the orange in this. But these others I'm going to do kind of a neutral color. If you guys saw a couple of those Raven paintings, you want to try and do something similar to those. So big fat brush, and for this is kind of weird, but for doing a background like this, the uglier the brush, the better, right? Don't ever throw away a brush until it is absolutely 100% unusable. But this brush is fairly roached out already, okay? So I'm going to try and use this one, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So 12 by 12 canvas, a little bit of water, gob of white paint, all right? My brush was already dirty with some black and some gray in there. It's perfect, just what I needed. I don't want a white background. If you've seen some of our other videos, white may be the single worst color to do a painting over the top of. If you remember the paintings on doing a ground before you do a serious piece of work, that's what that was about, okay? So we're gonna slather some white paint on here, gobs of paint. If you've sat in on any of my classes, you'll hear me say, if you're not slinging paint on your neighbor, you're not doing it right. So gobs of paint, a little bit of water, sling some paint around. This is just a base. All right, now, clearly when you're getting ready to do a painting, you have a subject matter in mind, okay? That subject matter itself might determine which direction you want brush strokes to go, okay? In this instance, I think ultimately at the end, I'm gonna want my brush strokes to be somewhat vertical, all right? So my next layer, I got my white on there. My next layer is gonna be this, I hope you can see that. That's a mixture of some burnt umber and some black. I just dumped them all in there together. I kind of want both those in there. A little bit of paint on my brush. Still a wet canvas, got a lot of white paint on there. And I'm just gonna start dabbing this on here very randomly to start with, okay? But I wanna keep it down low. I can see that my subject matter is gonna be up higher in the canvas, not down low. So I'll plan for that. I don't know what the subject matter could be. It could be a portrait. It could be one of those ravens we talked about, maybe a dove. It could be something totally different. A tree, it doesn't matter at this point. We'll just get a little color on here. Make it interesting, make one side a little higher than the other, okay? Now, all this being said, and we're zooming through this really quick. The other day when I painted those Raven paintings I told you guys about, one of those, I spent that background maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours on just tinkering with that background, okay? You can do that. I was watching a movie. So you can do that, but kind of tinker around with it. I think that's all I want to do with that big brush. I'm going to switch now to this round brush that I have. This is a number 12 round, okay? We're going to switch to that. Just a little smaller, maybe a little more control. I'll add a little dark down here. Stuff going on with that. You can see why that smaller brush just gives you a little better control. Plus, after you've got some paint in one of these, you'll get a nice sharp tip on there. It's almost like working with a marker. All right. Again, I'm doing this at an accelerated rate just for the sake of this video. Of late, this has become one of the favorite parts of doing a painting, is this background, because it's very little preconceived notion, right? It's kind of, I like it because it's just happening right in front of me, okay? So I got a little of that going there. How about just a little color? We'll put a shot of blue in here. Let's see what we get. All right, again, I know that these strokes, if you remember the one crow painting with the crow setting on the fence post, clearly the fence posts added a vertical element to the painting. So these strokes for the most part are, as you can see, somewhat vertical. We want to go easy on the color. We don't want this color to be overbearing. We just want to add a little color, okay? You can stretch some of that up here into that area where we left off with the darker colors. I usually like to try and blend or get a gradient going there too, okay? Let's get a little more blue down here low. So we got, again, I'll go through the colors. This is black with a little brown in it. This is, and we start out with a white canvas. So we painted that black into that wet white. And that's how we got to where we're at right now. Okay, it's starting to come around. I'm starting to see some things. I'm going to rinse this brush out now completely. And if Bob Ross was here, he'd say, let's just beat the thing out. No paint in it, just a little damp, right? So right here where those two colors come together, you can see where that's softening that, okay? Kind of looking for that. So I've softened all those edges now. And again, I'm working through this pretty quick. At the same time, I'm kind of liking it though. All right, so I sort of like that. Again, I'm thinking something vertical, all right? Just to be cool, because that's what we are. We become painter art, so we're cool, okay? So we're gonna add a slash of gold here. A little bit of gold paint, same brush. I'm thinking a little bit about where it could go. I don't wanna overthink it though, all right? I still want those strokes to be vertical just to match the rest of the painting. The other part of this is I don't wanna brush all of that gold into that wet, all those other colors. I want that gold to lay on the top. So you get that reflection, that sparkle out of it. So I'm very light-handed at this. A little bit of gold paint, and I'm just laying it on the top. I'm not brushing and stroking it in so it mixes. I'm really, really, really just laying it on the top. Being real careful not to stroke it into those other colors. I hope this is coming through. For about a 3-minute painting here, I'm really sort of liking this background. It's coming together. I have to say I have done this color before though, using these colors for backgrounds, okay? I like it. That's it. That's a background. You saw a couple of examples. You saw how some of those are done here at Art and Soul. You can do this yourself at home. We'd much rather you come here and paint with us. We'll show you how to do it right, all right? Thanks for stopping by.